Good morning, Aries. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who's taken the time to watch this video. However long you stay, whether it's 1 minute, the whole duration, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I want to thank you all for your attention for that amount of time that you've paid to this video. It is a general sun, moon, rising reading. Okay. If you do like my videos, please feel free to use the email in the description box below. Drop me a line and I will send you all the information. So let's see what's going on for Aries. Well, straight off the bat, I've got the Six of Swords, Six of Cups. Wow. Moving on from the past. Some of you are done with the past. It's like you've reached a point in your life now where you are kind of perhaps tired of fighting for something. The circumstances don't allow you to get together with this person, whatever the circumstances and status between you two, okay, and your relevant situations, there is this moving on energy, there is this travel energy, there is this air of freedom. I'm kind of getting there is like a weight that's been dragging you down, Aries, being lifted off your shoulders. All right, I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing you being the great organizer, whether it's regards to travel, permanent relocation. Wow. There are past people coming into your life. It's your choice. You will choose, you'll be the one to choose if any of them stay in your life on any level, or you will be the choose to leave them behind. Wow. For some of you, there is a new love. Okay, so there's a decision here. I'll be honest, whenever the Six of Swords shows up in my readings, anywhere, whether it's in past, present, or future, okay, this could go either way. A lot of this decision will depend on your circumstances, your feelings for this person or situation, okay? But either way, you're coming to terms with the past at the very least, even if on the physical sense that you decide to leave this person behind and not allow them back in your life, or you decide to travel to see them to organise, or meet them, sorry, to organise the future. Mm-hmm. The Six of Swords for me represents kind of a two-way split. It will depend on your relative circumstance. As far as work goes, I'm kind of getting you feel you've been in work this place long enough and you've decided to move on to pastures new. This is the energy, whether you're married, single, with work, with your finances, you're changing your habits, the way you spend your finances. You're changing your outlook with work. A lot of you are realizing your own self-worth and you're realizing that you deserve much better or you want much better and you're going for it. Wow. Let's see what your energy in all of this is. Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Yeah, you feel your obligations, okay, to a certain situation is finished. I'm kind of getting that a lot of you are just taking a stand back for the time being and observing, people around you, connections both materialistically and romantically. And what I mean by materialistically is this, it can be family, friends, close loved ones, workmates. Okay, when we're dealing with relationships in sector, okay, this could be anybody that you're connected to. Mm-hmm. There has been some breadcrumbing going on. Okay, you seem to have split loyalties, or somebody you're dealing with has split loyalties. Okay, they've got dependents. Maybe you've got dependents. Like I say, it's your relative situations will vary depending on who's watching this video. Don't forget it's a general reading, okay? But there's split loyalties here, there's dependents, perhaps a child. Like there could even be some legal issues involved. Somebody is waiting for a legal decision to make the move. That decision will go in your favour, but you will have to have compromises. I'm getting here with this Six of Pentacles, shared custody for some of you, where there's the sale of a property, okay, with inheritance. I'm getting a shared inheritance. In work, I'm getting a shared bonus. Somebody's going to lend you a helping hand. And this could be anybody in authority or a close friend, looking after a child while you take a break, something like this. Dealing with the authorities in booking travel tickets. Okay. Signing new contracts, but somebody here, there is somebody there to help you. Somebody will give you a kind of a metaphorical leg up, a helping hand, even if it's only in the form of advice. It would seem here you've got a very watchful eye, Aries, on this particular situation. Wow. But there is something here. You do want to free yourself off from something here. You feel your obligations have done. There has been codependency around you. And, just like that butterfly, you're changing, you're metamorphosizing. I'm not saying you're going to literally change into a butterfly, but you're changing. Okay, your outlook is changing, your opinions are changing. It's spiritually changing. Just be aware around you there is somebody watching you who probably hasn't got your best interests at heart. It's kind of like with this expect the unexpected. The reason I'm saying that is you see that hawk, look, he's targeted that butterfly. Butterfly's probably unaware that hawk's coming in way too fast. So what I'm getting is here is expect the unexpected. Okay, this news will bring extra responsibility in a choice you have to make. A lot of you are making very, very emotional choices. A lot of you have got the choice between two situations, two people. It's kind of like the old versus the new. Which way do you go? What else have we got here? Yeah, travel. A sudden impulse to travel. This will be your choice. You're following a new romantic avenue. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you're single, married, whatever your practical status is. This is something on impulse. It's kind of like, yeah, I can have a lot of fun with that. And it's kind of like with this Knight of Wands here, you're being a bit frivolous, spontaneous, which is true to your nature. Okay, fire signs do like spontaneity. They hate stagnancy, particularly. Stagnancy is kind of a big crime for fire signs. Not a lot of, well, some people do like stagnancy. They like peace of mind. They like to know what's coming next, but not you. There's certainly a new relationship here for some of you that has got your attention. Wow. In work, some of you will become quite recognised. I'm picking up here for one of you a high status job, whether this is in the legal system or government, but I'm kind of getting here some of you with work. You want to set up a work, and it will involve travel, it will involve relocation. Okay, with this Six of Swords here and this Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, you feel your success would be elsewhere. There is a relationship here that does have that does, or at least from your point of view, is worth investigating. Yeah, I'm picking up notoriety. Something in the performing arts, musician, actor, actress, or I think the terminology today is just actor. Tarot's non-gender specific anyway, so that's what I'm going to say. An actor, somebody in the limelight. Wow, there's this sudden spontaneity to travel. I'm getting some of you are in a position where you need to explain your absence, but you're keeping that kind of under wraps as much as you can. There's definitely new love here. When you're pretty much more certain and much more self-assured on kind of getting that, you will pursue this, but not until then. You're kind of edging your bets, especially emotionally. Seven of Pentacles here is a past person returning because of something you said or something you did. Okay, you planted the seeds 7 months ago, whatever, 7 weeks ago, and now somebody is ready to come forward. You've inspired them to come forward. With this, I get a lot of inspiration. But the general consensus this week for you, Aries, is to expect the unexpected as much as you can. I'm going to leave it there. Take care. See you next week.